Alright, we should be live and back streaming Cardfight Vanguard Dear Days 1. The last time that we were here together playing this game, I had given myself some keys, some things to work on in that day's stream. I'm not doing that today because I made a horrendous hash of it. It was quite embarrassing. However, what we're doing with the story mode, we're picking up where we left off of facing off against the CEO ragtag team of ghouls. When we first fought them during the stream, in-game stream, they were kind of pushovers, but this time they're supposed to be more sinister. The first one of the two was, I think, Taiji, I think his name was. We beat him pretty easily. We probably didn't deserve to win, but now we're gonna face goon number 2. Emptiness is back. What's up, Emptiness? How are you doing today? Thanks for coming back, by the way. I appreciate you. Understand now? Noi Taito is the name. Why are you so obsessed with Setsugetsuka? What? Why should we tell a loser like you? You'll tell us if we win? Ichidoji, what are you doing here? You haven't answered my question. Fine with me. Someone as empty as you would never be able to beat me anyway. It's time to show you my Vanguard. Yeah, I've worked today. Yesterday. Even today. You're working both days? And you still have found time to hang out with me? Very much appreciated. I hope you have a great day at work, though. I understand how tiring that can be. Alright, so let's do paper. I'm feeling paper today, and I'm going first. In fact, this deck does well going second, so that's not that big of a dub. And this hand's pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. And maybe today, okay, that's not the best draw, but it is a 15,000 guard, I believe. Okie dokie then. We will send away the 15,000. This order right here allows us to Persona Ride without actually having Gandiva. That card's fun. I like it. We're probably going to be taking some damage early on, but we were going to do that anyways. And I can call upon some grade 1s on turn 1, which feels pretty decent. Let me read this card again. This one allows me to counter charge, which is very useful in this deck. At the end of the battle, this unit boosted. Okay, these are both boosting effects. I think I'm going to call them. I'm not sure if this is the correct thing to do. I'm calling him to the back row because I'd rather him attack my Vanguard and not destroy my units that I have plans for in the coming turns. You using a Yuki deck? Is Gandiva a Yuki deck? Is Gandiva a Yuki deck? That's serendipitous. I actually didn't know that. That makes me like it even more. I'm gonna say no guard, because that was one of the talking points from the chat in a previous stream. To be more okay with taking many damages. A crit on turn 2. We don't love that. We don't love that in the slightest. However, it saves us from taking 2 damages. Turn 3. He has 6 cards in hand. Yes, apply the effect. Thank you. Okie dokie. I have this card, and I always get this card and the other girl confused. Okay, this does the bouncing thing. This is the one I definitely want to call. And we're not. Let's do this one, I suppose, on this side. And then we're gonna leave everything else in my hand. We shall attack with this one first. Because if I attack my Vanguard first and they trigger something, then it would be too weak. Whereas at least if they do, which they did, trigger something, I still have a chance to get over the... Oh, it's 18. This would have worked. Okay, I messed that up. For some reason, I was thinking it was 10. Alright, that was silly. That was silly. But I'm going to attack this one to be safe. I don't want to risk it this early on. For some reason, I was sure. Okay, things are already not going my way. I'm not liking that. But it's a draw trigger. And that's cool, isn't it? I was sure that their Vanguard was 10,000 for some reason. That's why I did what I did. But apparently it was... That's okay. That's not a great start. I need to lock in. Locking in starts now. Ooh, another one of those fancy units. I'm liking that a lot. 10,000 versus 10,000. That could intercept, but I have big plans for it. No guard. No guard up. Ooh, another trigger. The whole thing that the chat has been telling me for the past few days is, reigning true. And that is to be more okay with taking damages. He's desperate to do some damages, or he's desperate to dry. I guess, actually, now this is the first time I'm thinking about it this way, that it's always a good idea to attack with your Vanguard, because it's not like other card games where your Vanguard or other cards will die if you lose the battle, and you dry. So you get a card in your hand. It's always a good idea. That's something I should ponder and take into consideration. Let me read this again, because I've already forgot. Okay, that's a really good card. Okay, I think I want to protect that because it does the bouncing thing, and that's probably my favorite thing my deck does, honestly, is this bouncing effect that it does with Gandiva. It just allows me to be a little bit more aggressive in a turn. Jules Green says, "Eyed that Pokemon? Eyed that Pokemon? Can you see the Pokemon? No, you can't see. I was thinking that you could see the Pokemon I have on my shelf up there, but you can't see that, so I'm not sure what that means. I have 2 of these, so I'm going to send one of them away. Because I don't have the card in my hand that says if you send this away during the ride phase, then you get an additional effect. Alright, here comes a big test to see if I've improved at all. And that is activating Gandiva. The cost is 0 because of the automatic effect of the previous Vanguard. We will do the... Which one's on the left? This one. We're going to select that one for sure. And then I revealed a bunch of cards. Press C. And then I can bind a card face down. Let's bind the Serpent Spark Dragon. Automatic effect. Binding another card. I only have 2 more in my drop, so I'm gonna be hard pressed to be able to get the bind 5 this turn. So it's probably not gonna happen. And that is my doorbell ringing. I'll be right back. Please do not leave. Horrendous timing. I doubt you guys are still out there, but I'm back. Rod says, I just came to tell you that the small content creators like you and me, we gotta keep going and don't stop. Rod, that's so nice of you. That's so nice of you. It's so hard to do it when you're not an extrovert, but I'm forcing myself to do it, and I appreciate you, Rod. Same to you. Jules Green says hi. Sparky says hi. How are you? I'm doing pretty good today, honestly, not gonna lie. How are you doing, Sparky? Emptiness says, sorry, Yubei, I'm a dum-dum. Why did I say Gandiva? It's Graham Grace. Graham Grace? Is that what you were talking about when you were saying Yuki's deck? Graham Grace? I've never heard of Graham Grace before. All right, back to focusing on the game state. All right, we retired all of their units. I'm in bind 3. That's the max I can bind this turn. I can use this effect to counter charge and bind itself. And I think this binds itself, doesn't it? Bind this unit face down. Okay, here's my thoughts. Let me look at this effect. At the end of the battle, this unit boosted. Okay, we can go to bind 5 this turn. We can go to bind 5 this turn, and it's gonna feel quite good. Because these things bind itself. All right, let's attack first with this. That's a whole flopper attacking them. 25 to 24. 1 card out of their hand, 4 cards in their hand. Automatic effect number 1. Binding itself. So now we're at bind 4. Then we're going to attack with this card, which is going to counter charge, which is going to be useful if they can't get over the hump and do too much more damage next turn. Damage check. That's a whiff. Noi Taito. You seem like a nice guy at first, but it turns out you're kind of a jerk. So you're going to get beaten to a pulp. Bind itself. Now we're at bind 5, right? Yes, we are. We're at bind 5, giving a boost to everything else. Drive check. That goes in my hand. That's a great card to add to the hand. A fantastic card, even. Cool animation. You're not going to crash my computer this time. Another whiff. That means that his deck is 33 cards, and a whole lot of them is triggers. Very triggering. Why didn't this activate? Why didn't that card activate when I attacked with the Gandiva? In his card name, attacks a grade 3. Oh, it's because he wasn't grade 3. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, her deck. There's an ad in Discord, her deck advertisement. I'm doing good. That's great to hear, Sparky. Yuki's deck. There's an ad in Discord. You sent it in Discord? Ooh, I got it. I'll check it out later. Graham Grace. Nice. All right, we're going to take that damage. Take the attack because we're at 2, and this deck loves to have things to counterblast. And I'm not guaranteed a counter charger. I do not have another counter charger in my hand, but what I do have is Devil Boy that does a lot of work. Does a lot of work for me. Okay, he's at 3 damage, attacking with his Vanguard, which is 13, before any sort of interaction. He's counterblasting another attacking unit. I'm gonna choose to intercept with. Oh no, because it is his Vanguard. I'm gonna choose to no guard. I'm gonna take the attack and watch me get hit with a crit. Okay. Not quite the crit, but allows him to attack and win with his remaining standing units. That doesn't feel great for me. I do like his Vanguard though. It's kind of cool. It reminds me of that one episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX that lived with me in the nostalgic realms of my brain. I often think about it, weirdly so. I'm at 4 damage. He has 2 more attacks. I have a bunch of 15s in my hand. I'm gonna say no guard to this. I'm gonna go to 5, so that allows me to be at the max counter blasting range. And now, in case I don't win next turn, I have a bunch of stuff in my hand to protect me. Okay, actually, I'm gonna use, because I'm gonna... No, I'm gonna leave that, because that's really effective to get it squeaking in just a little bit more. I'm gonna get rid of that card in my hand. Leave the 15s in case things go horribly awry, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna guard with those. Protect myself against that fourth attack. He has 5 cards in hand. Three damage. And I have quite the hand. I could Persona Ride too. I have at least 4 attacks here. I think he can protect himself though. I don't want to final turn too early, because that's a little bit embarrassing. Yeah, I think there's going to be another turn. I don't think this is final turn. We're going to W in the face. Okay. Next. Next, we're going to activate Gandiva's ability. We're going to pay the cost. Binding a unit face down, putting this at 6 bind. Potentially, that's... no, it's counterblast. But we will be going to 6 bind after this. I want to choose the demon warrior looking guy. I will choose that one. 1 down. I will bind this one face down, because it's done the least work for us so far. Activate ability, and that's bind 7. We're out of things to bind, but what we can do, let me just make sure this isn't whip for some reason. Counterblast, cool. It doesn't require binding, so we can get rid of his 3rd unit by playing that card. Let's bind that one. Then we're going to If I don't play this now, I could final turn next turn if it doesn't happen. That is a possibility. Nah, I'm doing it. Because why not? It's cool. It's a cool card. I haven't played very many order cards in my career thus far. So whenever I have a chance, it feels good. It just simply feels good. We're going to attack with this one first. No guard, going to 4. Don't make me regret not saying final turn. I think this one is probably the right answer to attack with next. 5 cards in hand still. Taking that attack once again. Now we can do the bouncing ability of the Lady of the Left. Which I think this is probably my favorite card in the deck. My favorite interaction, my favorite mechanic. Off many cards. 2 of them is a grade 2. When this unit is placed on a rear, if you Persona Road this turn, I can counterblast 1 without all of your... Oh, that would have been cool. However, we're going to choose this one, so we have it available to us next turn as well. And again, it's boosted because of all the abilities. Now he's going to, what, 3 cards in hand because he has to discard? And I still have 1 attack. Ooh, a Sentinel goes in my hand. We are very well protected. 2 Sentinels go into my hand. Very well protected. I think I feel good about not declaring final turn, because the likelihood of this going through is low, and it was low. We're gonna final turn, baby, for the first time in 2 streams. Successfully. Arum is back. What's up, Arum? Did you check the best Harvest Order card? No, I forgot. No, I forgot. It's been a crazy couple days with things breaking and whatnot. However, there's no time like the present, so I'm going to look it up as we are speaking right now. Vanguard Order. All right, he's attacking with his Vanguard first, 18 to 13. I'm going to save my Sentinels. That puts me 10 ahead, but the tie goes to the attacker, as we all know. So I shall use another 15, which will put me well over the mark. We're going to confirm that. 5 to 5 damage. No heals. Crit. That would have sucked for me. That would have sucked for me if I didn't guard enough. Oh my gosh. This guy's good at the game. This guy's good at the game, to say the least. But we have a 15 to 15 and many Sentinels. 25 versus 13. How much is that? 28? That should do her. That should do me just fine. No further guarding. 35 with crit 2, attacking my 13. I think now is the time for a Sentinel. That's the way I'm thinking about it. Since I have 2 of these cards in my hand, I'm gonna send the one that's a lower rarity away, or are they the same rarity? I don't know. This one looks fancier, so I'm gonna send this one away. Confirmed. Not gonna hit me with a crit 2. No siree, Bob. I'm too good at the game. I'm too good. I'm playing way better than I was last stream. You gotta give that to me at least. All right, here we are. Pressing the B key. Final turn. Let's go. End the ride phase. We got nothing to ride. But what we do have is the power of friendship. We're gonna move that to the back row. We're going to activate Gandiva's effect, because why would you not do that? Me, live stream, did that constantly. We're gonna choose the left-hand unit, the lady of the left. Revealing cards to get rid of it. Then we're gonna bind the card face down, putting my bind at 9 million or so. Automatic effect of Gandiva activate. I'm already at crit 2. Stop it, he's already dead. I'm gonna have 4 attacks after everything is said and done. I'm gonna call upon this to get rid of his last remaining unit. Counter blasting. My final counter blasted card. Another automatic effect of Gandiva. I'm good at those. The one that requires absolutely no skill from the user. But if I was playing in a non-automatic way, that would be troublesome. Okay, we're gonna leave all of our boosters and whatnot in our hand. We're gonna WN the main phase. We're gonna attack with our lady of the left. He's gonna guard with a 15. And he's gonna... Oh, that was just enough. Then we're gonna attack with a 32. A Sentinel. He doesn't have to discard for it, as we learned in our last video stream, I should say. You don't need to discard when your hand's low. So cool. Gandiva attacks. No guard. The final turn happens. Draw 10 and 10,000, boosting. Yeah, this in case he. I don't know. He already did his OT, so they really have no chance of dancing. All right, no chance of dancing. Boosting it even further. Crit 3. Does that mean he has 3 chances to draw it? No, it doesn't. Only 1. He only has 1 chance to trigger a heal. Oh, animation. In fact, look at this. Look at this. I have this next to me. A Sentinel. That's pretty cool. You can do it in real life too. Animation. In real life animation. My in real life Cardfight Vanguard deck, I bet you didn't think I had one, but I do. It came with the Beyblade way back in the day that I was able to find recently. How much did we get for the final turn? Successful final turn, 500 VP, you guys were right. Alright, well, I'm heading out. Have a good night. Thank you, Sparky. You as well. Or grade 3 card name, Sturgna. Candle's back. What's up, Candle? Best Harvest. Cardfight Vanguard Wiki. Alright, what does this say? Choose one of your Vanguards, and until the end of turn, it gets auto. When your opponent's rear guard is retired during your main phase, you draw a card. Whoa. That is pretty damn good. That is pretty good. What card sets does this come in? Advance of the Intertwined Stars, which is D-BT03. That's in the game. Should we try for that soon? I kind of like that. It's not bad. The deck hits hard but lacks good defense. Yup, way better gameplay. Way better. That's not saying much because we couldn't have gotten much worse from our last stream. Good game, says Emptiness. Thank you so much. You have a real live card fight deck. Me as well building and not ready yet. Need to go now. See you, babe. All right, Emptiness. Thanks for hanging out with me as long as you did. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Sad to see you go. Let's continue with the story mode to make me feel better about the loss of Emptiness. Noi Taito says impossible. Oh, fine man. Personally, I don't get why Kanji is so obsessed with you, Setsugetsuga, either. But there are so many he's always said that we, Rowan's origin is Setsugetsuga, and that could be his again. Setsuga is Rowan's origin. What's that supposed to mean? We already know that, don't we? That he came from Setsugetsuga. Like I said, I don't get what he meant. All I cared about was getting to crush someone. Ichidoji. I'm sorry. We tried to handle this ourselves, but no, I'm sorry I couldn't be with everyone at the time like this. I promise. I'll save everyone. You go back to the store, Koshi. Rasen's there too. We're counting on you, Ichidoji. That's not why I'm doing this. What? This is something I want to do. I'm sorry. What? I've committed crimes because I wanted to become stronger. Vanguard for me has been my way of atoning. But meeting you and your brothers gave Vanguard a new meaning for me. I'm gonna strive for new heights through Vanguard for my own sake. Everybody, the whole story of this game is doing things for your own sake. Very selfish story mode. I'm looking forward to fighting you again then. So am I. Now go. Our Vanguard. Is Yuki your Vanguard, Dochi? Is that what you were saying? D-skill heal trigger has come to me. A card has been acquired, and that is a Knight of Loyalty. Bedivere. That looks pretty cool, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, that's pretty cool. Not gonna lie. DJ's back. DJ, I'm glad you're back because in my hasty gameplay of Magic yesterday, I was so focused on, well, granted, I was just tilted. I kind of skipped over something that you said yesterday, DJ, and then you were a professional gambler? DJ, can you tell me more about that? Because that sounds like you got some good stories. Were you a card player? I'm assuming you were, since you are obviously into card games. But if not, if you weren't a card player, did you do horses? Sports betting? Like what's going on there? Very intrigued about that. Mika, Tatsuki, they're all missing. Where could they have gone? Target located. Haru, I like this design. The colors are popping. Her eyes seem kind of dead on the inside though. Kuro Minato. It's one of those Setsugetsuka losers. Or wait, maybe you aren't part of Setsugetsuka anymore? That doesn't matter right now. I thought he was wearing an eye patch, but it's just glasses that are like off center on his face. That's kind of, wait, is that an eye patch? I can't tell. It's like brown, which could be like a shaded part from his hair. I think it's an eye patch. I don't know. I'm looking for them, but they're nowhere to be found. Beats me. Response unnecessary. What is she, a bot? You'll have to beat us if you want to know. Oh, that makes things simple, because I'm too good at the game. Is that a threat? Let's go. Alright, let's continue with Kindiva. I made a lot of progress on our last stream. I'm much better at the game. Okay, that view of him, clearly with glasses. Clearly he was wearing glasses. I'm going second. My deck thrived going second. You are going to lose, Kudo Minato. I recognize that card, but I don't know why I recognize it. Okay, which card do I want to send away? I don't think I want to send away my 15. It's kind of useful. It is kind of useful. This can bind itself, which is also very useful. Excuse me. Just kind of burp there. That's kind of gross. I apologize to the viewing audience. That's useful, but so is... I think I'm going to send away that. Yeah. I don't have anything else that says if you send it away during your ride phase, you get to draw a card. I seem to never have it when I need it or want it. That's not it. The two girls in this deck really confuse me. Alright. We can attack with two things this turn, which feels good. And if they try to kill my boosting, counter-charging unit, I can protect myself because I chose to keep the 15,000 in my hand. I'm going to attack with the 8,000 unit first, which gives me a chance to attack my Vanguard, even if they successfully trigger, which they do not. Alright, 8,000, 8,000, the tie goes to me. The tie goes to me. D-skill, I'm gonna draw a card. Never a doubt. And now we're gonna have 7 cards in our hand, and we're gonna boost our unit. Don't mind if I skidoo. What did I draw? Another 15. Oh, I drew my over trigger. You got to be shiting me, Mike. What kind of dog shite luck is that? Honestly, I don't mind guarding with 50,000. I've been a professional online gambler for 7 years in New Jersey. There are over 20 online casinos available, and they all give daily bonuses, weekly bonuses, or sign-up bonuses. The bonuses come with 2 stipulations. The first stipulation is called a deposit match. You have to deposit a certain amount of your own money to get the bonus money. The second stipulation is called a wagering requirement. You have to wager a certain amount of money to convert the bonus money into withdrawable cash. Are you telling me that the deposit bonuses is how you got your start, or are you actively taking advantage of it? 10,000 of my 8,000, I'm gonna say no guard, because there's no time like the present to take damage. We're all masochists in a way, and sometimes I regret being a masochist. Sometimes I regret being a masochist. But it's okay, being at 2 damage is equal to his damage. I am now critted. I don't like hitting a critical trigger on the opponent's turn, but it is what it is. But now we're tied at 2 damage apiece. He only has 1 unit on his field. I absolutely hate, I loathe it when that specific scenario happens, and it happens so often. I don't understand how it could happen so often. I think I only have 3 heal triggers in the deck, and I think it's happened every time I stream this game. But it is what it is, as people say on the interwebs. Okie dokie then. We're going to play our grade 2 in this here column. Unfortunately, they don't have any rears. Oh, I didn't have to activate that, did I? Okay, that was a misplay. I went into autopilot mode. I was thinking about other things. However, that is not nearly as grave a mistake as what we were dealing with last stream. That's for sure. Let's play that there. Let's play this here. Then we're gonna leave everything else in my hand. I feel like I'm set up pretty good for the coming turns. Let's attack with, now we're sure that this is 10,000. Okay, I'm not making the mistake that we did last game where I thought it was 10, but it was, no, I thought it was 8, but it was actually 10. No, I thought it was 10, it was actually 8. Okay, this would go through, okay. Let's start with the Vanguard. I think that's correct. I don't want to say too much because I'm writing a seminar. And I also have a website, but I don't promote my website because there's a lot of outdated information. My seminar is going to be superior. Wow, so you're heavy into it, DJ. That's kind of crazy. We're going to heal the face down one, which is the lady. The lady, which is seen by it saying back. All right, that's good information to know. Let's boost. I don't think it really matters because they're pretty much equal, but let's boost that one. I'm not bot. You bitches asked me a couple minutes ago. Maybe you got here before he asked me. I mean, after he asked me. I can't spell it there. The game really trolls the player using the tactics. Get used to it. Their deck shuffles even had 5 triggers back to back. Yeah. I've been getting hit a lot with the triggers. And to answer Candle, no, he's not a bot. He's actually one of my, my longest buds from streaming. I appreciate DJ quite a bit. He was telling me about his gambling career, which I was intrigued upon learning yesterday, but I didn't respond in a timely manner from yesterday's stream, so I was asking about it in today's stream. Damage. He's damaged with a Sentinel. That's great. One less Sentinel for me to worry about. Oh, that's a good-looking card. That is a good-looking card. Card placed on top of the deck. Another unit hits the field. This is his first rear unit that he's played. A grade 3 comes, attacking me, 13,000. I only have 1 damage. No guard. Yeah, definitely not guarding against that. Draw trigger. That's fantastic for me. More cards than Mary. He's down to 4 cards in hand, by the way. I'm up to 7. 13 versus 20. I can take very many merry amounts of damage here. He's going to heal one of his 4, though. Now he has 5 cards in hand, and what is this? Let me hit C before it goes away. That is 15,000. So we know that he has a 15,000 guarding unit going straight to his hand. He has a 5,000 unit going to his hand. So he has 15,000 and 5,000 that we know of in his hand that he can guard with. Oh my gosh. A heal trigger, not healing anything, but further boosting my Vanguard by 10. That is still a tie, though. That is still a tie. I could intercept here. However, I don't really mind. I don't mind if you attack with the 2. I'll just intercept with 1, 2. No, I don't mind. And the reason why I'm intercepting there is because I have this card in my hand and I was going to play it. So I might as well, send this away, make the most value out of it instead of just playing on top of it. You know what I'm saying? Gandiva is here. Let's send away one of our 15. No, that's a 5? Wow, that's even worse than I remember. Man, that's a good drink. Alright, the effect of Alured. Manually activating Gandiva's effects because we're good at the game now, guys. We're finally good at the game. That is, of course, an overstatement. But it feels good saying it nonetheless. Okay, the ladies on the left, as they normally are in this game, apparently. I can select 2? I can select 2? I can retire both of them? I saw that many units? It is a 2 and a 3. That's what... I only saw the 2. Son of a bisquick. That's fine. We're going to bind the 5 face down. That means we're at bind 1. We're now going to be at bind 2. We're going to be at bind 3 and then 4. But then we're going to be at bind 5. Alright, we're going to be at bind 5 by the end of this turn. Automatic effects. Counter blasting. Retiring. They are grade 3 units. Automatic effects. Putting me at 3 bind. We only have 1 more bind left. But this binds itself. And this counter charges. And does it bind itself? Yes, it does. All right. We're cooking with peanut oil now, boys and girls. All right, let's go to WN phase. Attack with the self binder. They're gonna guard with the 15,000. That was not. Was that the one that we saw? I don't think it was the one that we saw. So he still has one in hand. Bind itself. Bind itself. Enunciate properly. That's the key to proper communication in this life. Let's attack with our bouncing unit and our binding boosting unit. Oh my gosh, I just realized. I don't know how long that's been like that. Hopefully not long. Hopefully I just pressed a button. That I was on the face cam for a good while. So you guys did not see that gameplay. However, I don't see a chat about it. So I'm hoping that wasn't very long. How embarrassing. I was doing play-by-play. I'm attacking with Gandiva now. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know why or how that happened. Auto Mac effect number 1. I don't think these things miss timing the way they do in Yugi Mons. But I think this is the correct way to trigger them. Boosting because we hit bind 5, but now we're going to do the bouncing thing with my favorite card in the deck. I saw many cards, and I will call upon. Ooh. I mean, all of its effects are in the Vanguard zone, but that seems fun to do. It does seem fun to do. He's out of units to retire, so this is like less cool. But I think I'm gonna do it because it has gold in its card name. I don't think calling a Gandiva is quite the appropriate play. Arum says only 1 minute. Okay, that could have been much worse. So I appreciate Arum telling me that. A crit happens. Okay, that's 43 to my 25, so that won't go through. But this might, because he only has 2 cards in hand. The chances of one of them being a Sentinel is actually kind of high. So we've only seen, I think, 2 Sentinels from him. So it's not the highest amount, but he could have some order cards in his deck that equates to a Sentinel. No guard. That's gonna put him at 5 unless he heals here. Oh, a crit. Too little too late though, bucko. Alright, we're looking good. We're gonna remember the final turn next turn because we're definitely gonna survive. Especially the fact that he only has 2 cards in hand. 3 now. Calling a grade 2, boosting it with a grade 1. 12-8. That's a 20,000 son of a gun. I'm at 3 damage. I'm at 3 damage to his 5, so I'm gonna say no guard because you guys' words are ringing in my ear just like Professor Oak and Pokemon trainer trying to bicycle inside of a building. It's ringing in my ears right now, so just take the damage when you can. Further boosting his grade 2, drive check number 2. That's a whiff, thankfully. Because if I hit 2 crits and I didn't guard, that would have been stupid. And that actually kind of makes me think about those interactions a little bit more. Gandiva goes to the damage zone. That doesn't feel great. One of the ladies on my deck goes to the damage zone. It doesn't feel great. Now I'm at damage 5, so now I have to guard. Thankfully, I have a bunch of 15s in my hand. Also have an OT. So I could get rid of... No, I'm going to get rid of the 15,000s, lowering the amount of cards in my hand. And the reason why I'm doing that, or feel okay doing that, is because if I get to a low amount of cards in my hand, the Sentinels are going to be even better when the time comes. I like it when that happens. Plus, when you play out your hand, that means you're in like the most value out of the cards in your hand, which feels good. Feels real nice. Alright, this can boost. It can bind itself. We're going to hit the B button. We're going to declare final turn. Oh, we're so much better at the game than we were last stream. It's insane. Insane in the membrane. Okie dokie then. What do we want to do? We can make his things lose their abilities. We can also just start with saying nerds to that. We're gonna use Gandiva to pay for Gandiva's effects that we're not forgetting to activate. It's a grade 1 and a grade 2, so we're gonna retire both of them. Both of them. We're gonna hit Z, OK. Only one of them gets retired. We're gonna bind another card face down, putting our bind at like 7 bajillion. 8 bajillion after Gandiva's next automatic effects. Now, me don't know what the appropriate thing to do here is. I'm not sure. I'm not too sure. Oh, but we have her in our hand. That is a so that means we can attack with even more things this turn. And that's always good. We're gonna call upon it. We're gonna Persona Ride with our order card. Ooh, animation. I can do it too. Animation! Let's go, baby. I freaking love this game. Freaking Akira Ito, I think is the name of the creator of this game, and he did a fucking fantastic job. Pardon my French. He did such a wonderful job designing this game because it like combines all the best mechanics of my favorite games. Because there's like the prize card system in Pokemon. There's hints of that. There's the mechanic of always like one of the best feelings in any card game is top decking, and with the trigger mechanic is basically like top decking, looking for a top deck every single round of the game. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful game. I'm loving every second of it. 44 to 13. He only has 3 cards in his hand. A Sentinel. 1 down. He has 1 card in hand. It could be a Sentinel, but we have more than 1 attack left. Automatic effect. Bind itself. Why not? Why not? Further boosting. Attacking with our bouncing units. I should learn her name, shouldn't I? I always get confused with the other lady. A heal trigger is insane. A heal trigger is freaking insane right now. But that's perfect because we still have enough. We have a Gandiva attack and then a bouncing effect of our lady, which her name is Alpha Card. Drag Ritter Alpha Card. Don't forget it. It's a good name to remember. Let's counterblast that. Confirm. That guarantees our win. I saw many cards. I will choose to call upon Gandiva, even though it's probably not the correct move, because I'm going to win with Gandiva one way or another. It is my turn to heal. The one that says back, and we're going to heal the back-facing Gandiva from our damage zone. We're going to give the power to this Gandiva, because why not? Now our rear is stronger than our Vanguard. That's a nice card to have in our hand. It countercharges. However, we're going to win this turn, so it doesn't matter. He can't even guard. All for naught, but can he heal? Ooh, I thought he was going to heal. That would have been an insane game, because he would have done that many times. That's 2 games in a row where we declared final turn successfully. Come on now, that's a win. That's a win. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Successful final turn. We got 4,350 VP for that.
Yes.
DJ says, yeah, but I sold my Lotus for a reason. There are a lot of professional gamblers, but also an addiction. I see. I see. That deck notices the drive checks. It benefits from the triggers as well. Coming from a professional gambler with an addictive personality, don't start gambling if you also have an addictive personality. Persona order. Hello, Joe. What's up, Joe? How are you doing today? That's Persona. Remember his drive, Persona, and crit his last card. Nice game. Thanks so much. 1 down, Yuki says. My stomach hurts so bad right now. Ooh, I've seen this card before. Not this exact card, but one that's definitely in his archetype. Intriguing. Alright, time to face the bot theming girl. Ooh, my stomach actually is killing me right now. Ooh. Haru Shinagawa. This fight is for real. You don't have to tell me. What's wrong with Haru? Okay, I'm feeling like I have a pretty good handle on Gandiva in a similar way that I had a handle of Bruce. Which makes me starting to itch to build another deck. And I kind of want to build Tamari Seto's deck, because that deck was quite cool. But I think, if I remember correctly, people in the chat has hard feelings against that deck, because apparently it wreaked havoc in the meta. I'm liking Haru Shinagawa's color combinations. It's actually the first time I'm realizing that the color combo of the person I'm facing affects the gameplay, which is another lovely touch. Okay, do we have the one? Do we have the one where it says... No, we don't. We have Alpha Car. I never have it. Which one do we want to send away? Man, my stomach hurts. We're gonna send away our 15,000 guard. Confirm. Alright, activate the effect of our Vanguard. That's a nice pickup. I went second, so I can attack 3 times, which feels pretty good. I can boost once too. I have nothing to countercharge, so I don't think I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna play it just for its boosting ability. I'm gonna play this here. I'm gonna play that behind... I'm gonna play it behind this one, methinks. I'm gonna call upon this one over to the left-hand side. End phase. We're going to attack with... This would go through even if she gets a boost. Do I attack with my what's the correct thing here? Do I attack with my Vanguard here? Hoping for a boost to this? Yeah, I think that's correct. I think that's correct. No guard. D skill is gonna happen, so I'm gonna get a boost, right? That's what the D skill does? No, it doesn't. Apparently that's not how it works. No boost though. So we're looking good for 3 attacks this turn. Going to an early 3 damage is like, it feels too good. It feels too good. Hey, there's that knight that we picked up not too long ago. Maybe I'm gonna like Haru Shinagawa's deck. Wow, she has gigantic forearms. That is, I've seen that card before. I don't know where I've seen it though. Huh. Is that kind of like a mascot for Vanguard? I know I've seen that card before. You're revealing that card, okay. Calling the knight that we just picked up. We're gonna take all of these attacks. Because they're at 3, so why not us be at 3 as well? It's only fair. Ooh, a heal trigger that whiffs. I literally never hit a heal trigger that doesn't whiff. Literally never. Kind of crazy. 10,000 versus 18,000. No guard. Ooh, they whip. 18,000 versus 18,000. I'm going to choose to no guard once again. I'm going to take the attack. I get to draw a card because of the trigger. Boosting my unit on his last attack doesn't feel great, but the draw trigger does feel good. I really like this color. It's pastel-y and neon at the same time. We're going to send away our... Oh, it is 15,000. Man, am I dyslexic. Alright, we're going to send away the circle. No, this one over in the damage zone was 5,000 from last game. That's what I was remembering. I'm getting those two mixed up. Calling upon my boosting vanguarding unit thingy majig. We're gonna move this to our back row. We're gonna call upon our Devil Boy, which is called Scarlet Flame Blow General Regiment. Call. Damn it! It needs Gandiva, doesn't it? Yep, it needs Gandiva. I wish I could take that back. I was too confident in what it does. But sometimes it'd be like that. We're gonna end the phase there. Do some attacking. Let's attack with our Vanguard first. Because these aren't guaranteed to get over if they hit a trigger. A Sentinel goes into my hand, that feels good. They whip, so that means I'm gonna get at least another damage on the board. They only have 3 cards in hand, by the way. Let's attack with this one, which is slightly weaker. Come on, whip again. Probably unlikely. No guard. Crazy. No guard and no trigger. The last time I had luck like this, the game crashed. No lie. Now they're gonna have to play a Sentinel. They were saving the Sentinel. They're saving their intercepting units. Wild. Very wild. Man, my stomach hurts. 4 cards in hand, 3 cards in hand. They're sending one away to call upon their grade 3. Calling on a grade 2 from their drop zone. That's a pretty cool thing to do. That's the first time I've seen that. Revealing this card to me. Okay, still have 4 cards in hand. Main phase time. Activating that by counterblasting that. Calling from the deck to the rear. Boosting, switching. 10,000, 18,000 going up against my 10,000. No guard. 13 and a 5 coming at me. 18,000 total. I'm at 3 damage to her 5. I'm gonna take the attack, leaving myself open for a potential crit trigger. A heal trigger. They're going back to 4. Oh boy. I knew it was coming. I don't know why I knew it was coming, but I knew it was coming. Crit 2 is hitting me in the face. Ooh, that's a good looking animation. Oh, if you can do it, I can do it worse. A crit on your turn, boosting my Vanguard, giving it a crit. Making this attack easier to guard against. Ooh, a draw trigger. Making it even easier to guard against this next attack with 38,000 coming at my 30,000. 43,000 coming at my 30,000, but I have 3 Sentinels in my hand. Confirm. We're gonna send away the grade 2 and confirm that. Ooh, boy. 5 damage or 4 damage. 5 cards in their hand. Gandiva's here. Now I finally have the card that says if I discard I can draw a card. Automatic effect number 1. Automatic effect number... No. Soul Blast that one. Yes. Effect. Confirmed. Still activate this effect, which turns my Gandiva's effect into a 0 costing ability. We're going to activate it first because it's going to be very impactful to the current board state. Confirm. Skill Hatsudo! Okay, let's do the front first. Let's do... they're all the same except this one and then this one. Let's confirm those 3. Revealed some cards. Binding 3 to do that. That's nice. Putting me at an early high bind amount. There's 1. There's 2. Binding my Sentinel. And there's 3. Don't forget We have some ways to bind to 5. Okay, we have, oh man, what do I want to do here? These are all Sentinels. Besides these 2, and if I just play these 2 cards right now, that feels kind of good. I have nothing. I'm going to move that there. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to choose to play this card here on top of the one that counter charges because we don't need it. Automatic effect. Blasting 1. These are going to lose its effect. I'm not sure if that's impactful or not, but that's just a stronger card. We're going to play this here. Then we're going to end the phase. We're going to attack with this one first. They're going to use a 15,000 guard. They're down to 4 cards in hand. Automatic effect. Bind itself. That puts me at bind 4. Now we're going to attack with this, which will put me at bind 5. They're going to guard with the 15,000. Okay, my stomach is starting to feel marginally better. Automatic effect. Now we're at bind 5. Now we're going to attack with Gandiva. Onto their Vanguard. They have 3 cards in hand. This is an intercepting unit, which has 10,000 power. But we can bounce. Have a 4th attack. Why would you not do that? And now we're going to be drive checking twice. I saw many cards. One of them was this, which allows me to do the same thing next turn. No guard? I didn't do final turn because I didn't think this was going to be the final turn. But now I can give this more attack power. And that was 1 of 2. Well, you give me a crit, you're going to guarantee my victory. No, it's an order card. But that's a good order card. That gives me a Persona ride for the next turn. Cool animation. No way. Draw a trigger, 10,000. Still not heal though, I don't care about it. No, wow. I should have chose to do final turn. If you believe in your deck, miracles will happen, as I was told a couple days ago. Let me catch back up on chats. Have I tried untap? No. The only untap I can think of is untap GG. And that's a Magic the Gathering website. And I don't think it has something else besides the Magic website portion. Untapped websites allow you to play any card game. Oh, interesting. Yep, Prison is fun to play with, but not against it. I actually had a lot of fun playing against it, but granted it was an AI and they probably misplayed it and it was probably a unpowerful version of the deck. Should have kept the crit on top of the deck. Don't know why she called it. Missed the discard cycler. If you up for a game on Discord after this with our in real life decks, I'm gonna have to, Joe, I appreciate the invite to that, but I'm gonna have to pass for 2 reasons. One is I don't know my deck at all. 2, my stomach is killing me. I think I'm gonna end the stream actually pretty soon. Remember, if you play PvP against real players, always bind the triggers because they can't see the face down card and it has manually. Oh, that's a good point, Arum. That's a great point. I like that. I'm gonna try to remember that. That deck is bad here until Dear Days 2. Has the Persona ride a different form on turn 4. I see, but I still like everything about her except her bot-ish personality. Her bot-ish personality is a bit of a turn-off. That was fun. She smiled, but she still has the dead eyes. Haru.
I fight.
Yeah, I was. I don't know about the other guy, but if you're looking for Mika, she went back to break shots. Is an important place to her. Mika. I'll tell you up front, I'm not gonna save her or anything. I've had enough of pretending to be a team. Why? We're doing things the way we want to do them. Which is why I'm gonna crush each and every member of Rowan. So you weren't on their side. You think I'd join the likes of them? It's a relief to hear that. Hey, listen, don't think you've beaten us. We're gonna get even stronger, okay? We'll fight again and again until the day we beat you. Because we have our own Vanguard. Rematch requested. Why is she talking like that? So until that day comes, you'd better not lose, okay? It's a promise. Critical trigger is gained. Haru's deck is gained. Ah, I wish she had a better personality. Haru is so freaking cool. Ah. Oh man, I just came in knowing that the stream is gonna end soon. Buzzkill is back. Hey, I appreciate you coming by though. Oh boy, do I continue? I think I continue. Man, my stomach is killing me. What is going on? A fight will occur during this event. Proceed with this deck. I'm getting much better with Gandiva though. I will say that. I will say that. Renka. Attack with my Vanguard. To a NPC. Ugh. That's finally taken care of. Mika. Yuki, what are you doing here? Now you decided to help us. I get it, but that's why I'll be the one to stop Tanji. Do you really think you can do it? You? Someone who kept running from herself? I'll prove it in a fight. That'll be enough to convince you, right? If you lose, I'm not gonna lose. Paste343 said hi. What's up, Paste? Thanks for stopping by. Saying hi? Hope you enjoy Cardfight Vanguard and watching someone learn the game while playing through Dear Days 1. Hope you enjoy that. I'm currently playing as Gandiva, the deck that I've chose to build. The first deck that I'm playing with, that isn't just given to me by the game itself. I had to waste a lot of VP on this deck, and I have to say I'm thoroughly enjoying the process so far. Alright, we have the card in our hand that allows me to discard it to gain the effect of drawing an extra card, which feels great. So let's do that now. And I will say I'm even doing a better job of differentiating that discarding effect with Alpha Card, which again is my favorite card of the deck. This card right here. Gritter, Alpha Card. Okie dokie, we're gonna call upon our grade 1 that binds itself, but it's not gonna be binding itself yet. We're going first, so actually, let's move that to the back row. That was a bit too hasty of a movement. Okay, let's control ourselves. We're so used to going going second, that was just automatic. All right, this is an unfamiliar deck. Do I remember playing against this deck? What is this friendship symbol? What is this friendship symbol? What does that mean? Does it get a boost from all the cards they have on the board? But we're not scared of taking early damage. In fact, we thrive on that prospect. D skill happens. Raw trigger. We're going to 18,000. We're gonna draw a card, and the draw was a Sentinel. My gosh, am I getting godly hands lately? No guard. Right, yeah. Ooh, they get a Sentinel of their own. All right, we know that they have a Sentinel. At least one Sentinel in their hand. Right face. Discarding the Serpent. Because I just don't like the look of him, to be honest with you. Right deck activates. Boosting, right? It boosts, yes it does. Calling upon my previous Vanguard into my boosting zone. Okay, what these do, both of these actually gives me more attacks. We're gonna have an explosive turn 5. An insane turn 5. Let's just hope they don't go after them. Maybe Mika doesn't realize the power of Alpha Car, and if she doesn't realize the power of Alpha Car, she is a jabroni. Okay. I'm low-key tempted to boost this unit, but she's only at 8,000, so I'm not. We're just going to go into our next phase. We're going to attack with 10,000 first. No guard. They're going to take damage, and they're going to heal. But the heal whiffs, but they're going to 18. both of my remaining units gets past 18. But let's attack with our Vanguard in case they trigger successfully once again. Then maybe I can drive successfully and attack with a third unit, and I do! Drawing another card, putting our hand total at 6. Let's boost our remaining attacker. So even if they don't whiff here, we're golden, baby. All for naught. Attacking 3 damage on turn 3 feels okay. Feels okay. Draw trigger. I like seeing that on my last attack of the round. 3 damage to 1 though. That means we're going to be taking some damage here and being okay with it. We're going to grit our teeth and bear it. Is that a boosting unit? No, but that is. It must be. It's kind of hard to tell with the icon there, but I'm pretty sure it's a boosting unit. I think most grade 1s are. Card, place on bottom of the deck. Okay, let's do that one because it's stupid. We drew our OT. Oh, shite. What? What? Didn't it? What? Didn't it just say place a card on the bottom of the deck? I thought there was an ability activated. Even if the unit in the same column as this unit becomes friends, if you have another friend, it gets plus 2,000. Why did it say place a card on the bottom of the deck? Did I dyslexically read that incorrectly? Can I bring that back to my hand, please? Well, damn it. Now I feel like I have to successfully guard against this. But no, I'm not. I'm just going to confirm. I'm taking the attack. Screw that. Screw that noise. Haru is honestly my favorite character to have the speaking idioms, which is something I would love to have a friend like that. I personally like Degria, which now has better support. Same room. The draw trigger only activates on grade 3. Alright, that's 2 misplays in the game, but that's fine. Give power to this unit, obviously. Alright, focusing up. I made 2 mistakes. Apparently the discarding effect happens on grade 3s? That's what I get for trying to play by memory. 20 to 20, we're going to say no guard. Take the attack. Which hopefully will only put me to 3 damage. A sentinel goes in their hand. They have 2 sentinels. They have 2 sentinels that we know of. At least 2 sentinels. 20,000. Now put me at 4 damage. I'm gonna say no guard. Take the attack. Yeah, wham bam. Thank you, man. Alright, Gandiva's here. Let's send away the heal trigger. Nope, let's send away this. Because I'm already at 4 damage. If I don't think I'm gonna win this turn because of their stacked hand. And being only at 3. That's the way I'm assuming anyways. But we're gonna be retiring many of their friends. But before we get into that, let me look at this again. Where did that card go? Did it go in the bottom of? How embarrassing. How freaking embarrassing. It needs a grade 3 to activate the effect. I said it multiple times this stream. Alright, activate Gandiva's ability. The cost is 0. So just show me pretty pictures for no reason. We're gonna choose this one for the grade 2. Then we're gonna choose this one for the grade 1. Seems okay. We saw a bunch of cards, and we were able to retire the boosting unit, which suckets. However, Room says to find our triggers, so that's what we're gonna get in the habit of doing. Ah, my stomach. Alright, now's for the fun times. The very, very fun times. We're gonna end the phase. We're gonna first attack with this unit. Ah. I should have attacked with my weaker unit. That was a mistake. But I'm not paying for it because they didn't trigger. Binding itself. Putting me at bind 3. Psych, bind 4. I thought, oh, no, it only binds if it's retired. Now we're gonna attack with the 16,000. Heal trigger. Of course they trigger a heal trigger at the optimal time. 4 damage. However, attack with Gandiva. They have 7 cards in hand. One of their sentinels is gone, so we know that they have at least one more in their hand. That was a whiff. Yeah, that was a whiff. However, now I can read that card again and feel bad about myself. Ugh. Not enough bind. When your Vanguard with Gandiva in its card name attacks a grade 3 or greater. I was a grade 2, wasn't it? Got ahead of myself again. I was just so used to these effects activating. Let's read this. Ride phase, draw a card with. Wait. No, it activates. It activates. Yeah. Okay, 21,000 is coming at my 13,000. I'm at 4 damage. It's a crit 1. I'm gonna say no guard at this one. Ah, maybe if I drink some protein. I actually heal triggered successfully. Let's heal a trigger because then we can bind that trigger in accordance to a room's advice. We're gonna give the power to our Vanguard. They're attacking my unit. I want that unit to stay alive, my friend. So we're going to actually guard them. I want both of my rears to stay alive because it calls for an explosive turn. I've never had 2 of them at the same time, so I'm really looking forward to it. 13 coming at my 23. The effect activates retiring you. Is that what? Let me read this. Did they just retire a unit? When the unit attacks, Soul Blast 1. Choose up to 2 of your rear guards and return. Okay, it's not retiring. Just return to the hand. Select the card to guard with. I'm gonna say, oh, if they crit though. If they crit, that would be insane. Shit! Guys, I was clicking over here to choose what unit I was gonna use to guard with. I didn't want to click the button that said no guard. Alright, that was my biggest mistake of the day, but not nearly as bad as my previous stream, that's for sure. Oh god, that doesn't feel good. It's annoying, in fact. That alternating persona is minimized to 6 cards, I guess, thanks to the new form, other card, and grade 1 supports. Also, that order got replaced with better grade 2s. They placed the top card on the bottom of their deck. Deck manipulation is the pride of most lyrical decks. Huge heal it was. It felt good. Kyrie loves to bounce back their friends. Also, ouch. Triggers and Sentinels are good targets to bind. By the way, play cautiously against Mika. She has the D skill for triggers, and I just learned that the hard way. I want to continue. I had plans for this being a long stream, actually. But my stomach hurts too much. And it's affecting gameplay. So we're gonna choose to know our limits and come back tomorrow. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me for as long as you did. Sorry I am ending the stream a bit early, but this is about the normal time anyways of these Vanguard streams lately. However, hopefully I see you all again tomorrow with a bit longer of a stream where we pick up where we left off fighting Mika, who we should have won against, but I misclicked. And that feels bad. Alright, without further ado, I'm gonna end the stream.